Tracy. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, how are you feeling, hon? And Charity. And Joanne. Oh, the gang's all here. So I'm just getting ready here. Hello, Angela. Yeah, I'm doing something a little different on a weeknight instead of Saturday, Sunday. It's so hard to get anything done on the weekend in the summer. So I'm just adding sort of the rules that I'm sure you're all interested, except it's not going through. How can I copy and paste something and it not go through? Weird. Maybe I've got too many words. Sorry, guys. And I'm squinting. Carolyn, how are you? Oh, thanks, Kelly. Okay, I'm just going to get everybody's baskets ready. So same as always. We're just doing Looney Toony sales, so stuff that is coming out of my stash. And some things will be $1 Canadian and some things will be $2 Canadian. But either way, the shipping is extra. I'll calculate that based on the actual shipping cost. Canada Post is still out as far as I know. I haven't heard any different. So I'm still using Chit Chats. And what else? I think just about everybody, I have your address already, but if I don't have your mailing address, if you can send it to my email, I'll just pop that in the chat. Whoops. Okay. It usually takes me a day or 2 or 3 to get all of the invoices in, and I'll send the invoice through PayPal, but you certainly don't have to use PayPal to make payment. If you are Canadian, I will happily take e-transfer. That way I don't have to pay a PayPal fee and you don't have to pay tax. If you want me to send an invoice through Etsy, I can do that by creating a custom order. Very flexible, so you just let me know what you need. Shall we start with paper tonight? So I made these tags a couple weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So I'm just going to type in tags, and then if you want to claim it, just make sure you say me, or tags or something. And the tags are die cut from 19 20s and 30s newspaper. Oh, Charity knows Charity wants to. These were glued into an old journal, and I removed the pages from the journal and used a die to cut tags. There's 5 tags in each bag with the die cut reinforcements. So what do we got? Charity is a 2, Tracy's a 1, and Joanne. I had actually saved some of these for my sister because there's a lot of Matthews in these newspaper clippings, weddings and funerals and what have you. That was my maiden name. And I know that we had family sort of in the Niagara region, and this came from St. Catharines. So I asked my sister if she wanted any of them. Nope, she didn't. Which is funny. My sister's name is Pam, and Doug and I went to look at a house on the weekend. We're thinking about our options for retirement, and the real estate agent that was having the open house, her name was Pam Matthews. So I took a picture of her card and sent it to my sister. Well, she's very interested in genealogy, but she didn't think that there was going to be any connection. So, Kelly, I got you in for 2. Let's get your name on here. That's not going to stick. I need tape. Yeah, and I convinced the real estate agent that we were probably related. She was from Port Burwell originally. Moving on. Okay. These are book pages, and I'll show them to you. Let's just get that in there. Oh, Lori, how are you? I just saw you. Oh. I looked up and there you were gone. Okay. So these book pages, they're from, I'm not sure what, but each page has a different wildflower on it. Sometimes on the back there's also another wildflower, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10, and they're a really good size. I think they're 3 by 5. Let's double check. 3.5 by 5.5. So they're a great size to cut down for tags, or you can even fussy cut around them. They're illustrations. They're not glossy. So if you want one of these 10, let's see what we got. Charity, you're in for 1. Tracy is in for 1. Oh, Charity wants 2. Oh, hi, Pam. Let's get you here. So I hope everybody is having a really great summer. Carolyn. We haven't done any traveling. Has anybody else been doing any summer vacation stuff. Carolyn, Lori. Hey, there's Catherine. Yeah. Nope, I've been home all summer. We've got Jordan's wedding coming up in a month and a bit. Yes, painting the shed, that's an event. Oh, okay. Next up, I have some vintage checks that are lovely and green and blank. Four checks for $1. I'm not sure how many I've got here, but I've got quite a few. Okay. So there's a Charity and a Tracy and a Lori and a Pam. Come on, fingers. And Kelly. And Joanne. Yeah, I booked my vacation for the end of September. So from the 17th, I think, till the 30th. Because of course we're going to have company here for the wedding. My son from Victoria is flying in on the 17th. Now I've got something completely different. Carolyn, better get in there before I move along. Something I've never seen before. And I only have 4 of them. Yeah, he lives, well, his address is Victoria, but he's on the Esquimalt side of the, I don't know what you would call that, harbor. Okay, these are $1. And they're these little booklets. It says my hospital visitors. And so when you would have company at the hospital, they would put their name and date and time. I have never seen anything like this. I have no idea where they came from, but I thought, well, that's kind of different, and they can be taken apart and tea dyed or coffee dyed. All right, Charity. No, they don't keep you in the hospital long enough to get visitors too much anymore. They kick you out as soon as they can get rid of you. Campbell River. Where's Campbell River? I don't recall. Okay. Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we didn't get too far when we were there. in Victoria because it was winter. We went there for Christmas 2 years ago, I guess. I have one of these. I have one needle book. It's from Weston Bakeries. And I'm looking, all right. Charity's all over it. Oh. I have some eyelets and brads. They're all different shapes. So all of these for $2. So these ones are mostly square. There's some round ones. Stars, hands and feet. I think these are all hearts. All right, Tracy. I started watching your video this morning, Tracy, and next thing I knew, I had to put pants on and go to work. So I will finish watching that tonight. You ramble. All right, the next up, I only have two of these. They're Marjolaine Baston frames. So I think they're connected. They're brand spanking. I think they're connected, but possibly they can be cut apart. So there's room for 3 photos, and then this one says happiness is made of special times and special people. Yeah, that's right, Catherine. We support Ramblers. Pam and Lori. All right, I just have one of these. This is $2. This is a greeting card. It's an image of Rembrandt. It's blank on the inside, but has these stickers of Rembrandt quotes that you can put inside. I have purchased these before, and Charity's all over it. I got them. I think I got them in St. Augustine, and they were pricey, but I used one of them was Lucy Maud Montgomery. So of course I used her in an Anne of Green Gables journal, and the other one was Jane Austen. And I have another one. So I have Mark Twain here with his cigar, and nature knows no indecencies. Man invents them. Yep. To succeed in life, you need 2 things: ignorance and confidence. I'll pop that in there for you, Lori. Okay. Next up, I have some recipe cards. These are $1 a piece. I have 5 packages, and they all have their current brand, and has a teacup and a teapot and some kind of cake, I guess. So there's 10 in each package, if I didn't say that. right, now we're doing paper. So this is the first set. This is going to be $2. And it includes a school tablet, some white airmail envelope or paper, and this is onion skin. They're all vintage. All right, Carolyn. Okay, next up I have 2 of these, and it's Cheltenham Bond Red Broken Rule, and it has a red line for the margin. It's 20-pound weight typewriter paper. This came from an estate of a judge. Hey, Patricia, how are you? You just got home from work. My goodness. Those are some ridiculous hours you're keeping. Okay. Paper 3. I have 2 of these. These are just $1 each. I have 3 of them. So these are from a teacher's book. So it has test marks and timetables and lesson plans and home care. Yeah, I guess. Carolyn, Charity, and Kelly. Oh, I'm so sorry, girls. That's all I had. Okay, this is a package of rice paper. There's quite a lot there. It's very thin white paper, and it's larger than 8.5 by 11. It's got to be 13 by 9.5. I do have more paper, but it's under a couple of things, so let's move on. Okay, these are $1 each. They were regularly $3.50, and it's chipboard. There's 2 in there, and it has holes where you can, put a ring binder through. So they each measures 11 3/4 by 5 3/4. So you can make a tall journal out of those by covering the chipboard. And it contains 2 rectangles. Any interest in chipboard? Seeing none, we shall move on. I have some thick chipboard too, but okay. Now, this is just the covers of this photo album. I got a lot of heck for throwing out photograph album covers. It says photographs up here. I thought, well, if somebody wants them, I'll send them. So 7 by 11. Next up, I have decoupage papers. I had big plans for these, but you can have them all for $2. This one is all related to trains, so you can fussy cut the individual bits and pieces, or you can cover something with that. This one is all Victorian scraps, so there's a lot of opportunity for fussy cutting there. And it's, about the size of a sheet of wrapping paper. And this one is all alphabets. So individual letters. And we'll just pop that in there, Charity. Okay, this one's a little different. This is $2. They're called quad pages, and it has the pages for stamp albums, and it also has the stickers for the different countries. So you would cut them out and glue them on the top of these quad pages. They're bigger than 8.5 by 11. Oh, sorry about that. The alphabets, I gave all three of them to Charity. It was a 3-in-1 kind of a deal. I have no idea how many's in there. Probably 25 or 30. And from Paris, Ontario. I learned that Paris, Ontario is the cobblestone capital of Canada. I've never seen a cobblestone in Paris, but I guess what they did was they took up all of the cobblestones and built houses out of them. Okay, Carolyn. All right. I've got some more vintage paper here. This one is airmail. It's kind of a pale blue-gray. I don't know if it's all there. Well, obviously not, because one sheet's been cut in half. Oh, Charity. Okay, this one is linen finish. And again, $2. So it has, grid paper so that you have lines to follow. I don't know if you can see the texture of this. Hey, Sandra. All right, Kelly. Yeah, I was thinking about you, Sandra, because last weekend was the 50-mile yard sale in the Lake District there. This is a typing tablet. I think it might all be here, but it's very creamy colored. So it's been around the block. Tracy. This one is a typewriter tablet. It was 39 cents originally. And the texture of this paper is really interesting. It's very, very smooth. And I think it's all there. I don't see any missing. And got one more here. This is 100 sheets of binder paper. It's 9.5 by 6, so smaller than normal binder paper. It's plain. There's no lines on it. Unopened. Okay, Carolyn. Okay, I've got some postcards here. They're old, and they're sort of like a business reply sort of kind. Well, some of them are and some of them aren't. So these ones are, this is from 1911, but some of them are business reply kind of thing. You know, so I'm going to come on the 3rd day of January 1913. They're all old. There's 5 in each package. Did I tell you that they are 2? Okay. I only have 3 of them, so my first 3 are Tracy, Charity, and Kelly. Okay. I have 1 package of photos. These are old. I don't know what all's in here. I think that looks like a baby head, but there's an old car here. So if you want these for $1, there you go. I have another set of photos, if I can spell. These ones came out of a high school, I think, and they're all football related. Okay. So it has, you know, the team. I mean, you know what's really interesting about this, and I'm going to point this out. They have different borders around them. Oh, there's some cars. A 28 Buick senior sneak day. Is that like, we had seniors beach day and we all skipped out and went down to Port Stanley. Loaded people in the trunk of whoever had a car, and away we went. Okay, Kelly, I'm giving you those. Okay. These ones are all Canadian. I'm not sure how many are in here. Kelly, that's great, because there was one in here that I really wanted you to have. Where is it? Most of these are the Rockies, and there's Saskatchewan. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Portage Avenue. Okay. I have some more. I think these are Vienna. So it's got a lot of buildings and interiors and fountains. I'd like to see that. I wonder if those are Roman ruins. I don't read German, so I don't know. And last but not least, some more travel photos. Oh, they're all Cologne. Lots of mountains and cathedrals. All right, Kelly. All right, now, I don't know if anybody's going to want these, and I'm happy to throw them out, but if you want them, let me know. Got a whole stack of color photos. Looks like early 70s. Well, that's a basketball game. There's some people with the broken arm. Really bizarre. Look, there's Granny. She's in the pool. We don't swim in your toilet. Don't pee in our pool. Okay. Tracy, would it be okay with you if I split this between you and Kelly and Charity? There's enough here for everybody to get a big selection. You all right. So some for Tracy, some for Charity, some for Kelly. Look at these grannies. It was in a really cool box. What did I do with my box? Oh, well. Okay. Okay, I got a bunch of packages of envelopes. I think there's 5 in every one. Most of them are from early 60s, late 50s. And they were all from the National Drug and Chemical Company in London. But lots of different hospitals and drug companies. Some are handwritten, some are typed. So they're fun. Okay, where are we? Carolyn, Pam, Charity, Carolyn, did you get in there twice? Kelly will have 2. Joanne. I will make sure that one of them is handwritten. I don't know that they all will be handwritten. One more for Charity, one more for Joanne. Oh, by accident. Well, then I'm not going to make you take them. Patricia, I haven't got a basket started for you yet. What's going on? Found the top of my box. Okay. Next up, I have some books. These are going to be $2 each. This one is a little gift book. It doesn't even look like it's even been opened. Like, look at that. And it has really nice illustrations and then these little square ones and poems. Look at the little bird there. So lots of stuff to fussy cut or put into, look at the clover, or put into a journal. I think I've had this book before because I've definitely used this watering can on something. Look at the bee. My lavender is just going wild out there, and it's constantly moving because it has big fat bumblebees constantly on the lavender. There's some forget-me-nots and lilies of the valley and big fat birds. Oh, Charity, okay. The next one is another gift book. It's called Best Friends. I love the witches on the front. It's all photographs, vintagey looking photo. Oh, there's the girls with their underpants showing. And Anna's with their plastic caps. Here they are, all having tea. Aw, look at that baby. That's a neat picture. I like that. Carolyn. Okay. I do have some ideals. I think I have 4. So we'll start with the first one. This is called All Holidays Cookbook. And it has these great photos. There's illustrations in here, plus, of course, recipes. And it goes through all of the holidays. Let's see if there's a date. MCM 1974. So Charity. Oh. This one is another ideals. It's again, this is one I don't think that's ever been opened because it's this is 92. Oh, Christmas 1992 from Helen. Oh, there's dolls. Okay, Charity. This one is another Ideals Friendship from 93. I wonder if this was Helen's too. Lots of autumn to start off. And it won't be long before we start seeing some changing leaves. Usually by the end of August, the trees in front of my office are starting to turn color. Tracy. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. We're just sort of claiming $1 and $2 Canadian items. If you want to bid, I'll ask you to, well, not bid, but claim, because it's not an auction. It's just a me. I'll ask you to send me your mailing address. so that I can send you an invoice at the end of the sale with the actual shipping. Oh, Luz, how are you? So I'm using Chit Chats to ship because, as far as I know, Canada Post is still on strike. So we're working on some Ideals magazines right now. Whoops. I just have this one left. And this is another Ideals Friendship. It has these beautiful dahlias on the front. Looks very autumn. Charity, I've got you in there. Reminds me of that dress I got at the thrift store the other day. It did fit, but it was a little too much of a mini skirt for me. I haven't got the legs for that. So I took it to work and one of the girls at the office claimed it. So she's thrilled. This one's kind of different. Again, $2. And it's a book of Renaissance and medieval costume. And every page has an illustration. Well, there's a nun. Oh, it says noblewoman, doesn't say nun, but what do I know? All right, Patricia. Oh, when did they restart the strike? Was that in May? Well, it didn't really end. I don't know. Where's Catherine? She keeps me informed about all this stuff. I try to keep on a strict diet of no news. But I did hear that they had a vote on Friday. I heard nothing more. This is a 1952 National Geographic. And the reason I like these is because of the fantastic ads in the front and the very back. So, like they're full page ads. Some of them are color. And then, all the stuff. And then we get back to the ads at the back. Ta-da! Look at Santa. Alice. Oh, Carolyn. And I have one more National Geographic. This one is 1956. And again, lots of ads at the front. This one seems to have a lot of cars in it and a lot of fish. And then there's another Coke one at the back. So when you're out and about, you should definitely keep your eyes peeled for old National Geographics. Okay. Now I'm not sure how this is going to go. Ugh. We'll just see how this one works. Okay, I have, yeah, they sure are. I have a bunch of ribbon and trim and lace, and I've put them in packages of similar colors. There's 5 in each bag, and I will sell these for $1 a bag. So for example, this one's blue. I'll show you what's in it. And I have just about every color. So there's some lace, there's some trim, there's some rickrack. Hey, and that's a Nancy bobbin, handmade. There's some more blue lace, and there's 2 kinds of ribbon on that one. A grosgrain and then sort of an organza, a thin organza. So I have blue. Oh, Charity wants blue. Let me pull out some more colors. I have green, yellow. There's more blue. Pink. I have red. I even have orange. It has lace and ribbon and rickrack and all kinds of stuff in there. Pam, you want the orange. Alice wants blue. I have more blue. Tracy wants a blue. And Carol wants a blue. Alice wants red. I have more blue. I think I have purple in here, but I'm not sure. Oh, this one's all black and white, or black and white and gray, or black. Yes, Tracy, I threw blue at you. Carolyn's got blue. Charity wants pink. Alice. Oh, Carolyn wants pink. Alice, I got you in for red okay already. Did you still want red? Another red? If not, that's fine. I didn't want to give you 2 if you... This one is like brown and like foresty colors. Cheryl, you're green. We better get a basket going for you. Okay. Cheryl in for green. Charity green. And Alice wants black. Oh, Kathleen. I would have died for the Paris one. Beige? Let me see what I don't know that I have beige. This one's kind of beige. So it has like a cream grosgrain. Oh, that's dark brown. That's like a twill. Not really beige there, Tracy. Yep, Alice, I got you for a red and a black. A foresty kind of brown. I can hook you up there. I have a gold. I think it has like metallics or gold. There's gold lace there. That's sort of a got sort of a metallic sheen to it. Kelly wants gold. Let's see if I have any other colors here. I've got another black. I have one purple. So it has Easter eggs with some wide ribbon, some wide lace, some wide trim, and 2 ribbons, and a Nancy bobbin. Yes, you did get a Nancy spool in there. I bet you could find old National Geographics. Kathleen, do you happen to know what year it was? Lori wants purple. All right, well, that went better than I thought. I don't use a lot of ribbon anymore. I do use a lot of rickrack and lace, though. And these funky trims. Oh, the Sistine Chapel. All right, let me move that ribbon. I'm going to move on to some textiles. Let me just clear a path here. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is I have these embroidered quilt blocks. I have not washed them because if you wash them, the lines where the stitching was marked on them goes away, and some of them are not completely stitched yet. There's a face missing or a foot missing. So these look very much like the flower fairies. But I thought these would be really cute, fussy cutout and then needle turn embroidery onto something. Yeah, I've starched them though. I ironed them. Oh, you want a red one, Charity? Let me get you fixed up before I move on. Okay, there. Okay, so Charity, you want 2 of these. So I'll give you the top 2. So this one has poppies and this one has something yellow. So you'll see this one is missing her shoes and the little stamens in the yellow flowers are not done. So I'll put those in your box there. This one looks like crocuses or croci. I don't know. It is completely stitched. No, I didn't stitch them. I starched them. Lori, you want this one, the purple one? Go with your purple ribbon. This one, I love her dress, and she would be awesome to applique on. And then you would have all this extra bit. These are strawberries. I'm not sure why the flowers are stitched red. They should have been white flowers. Charity. I have no idea what this is. The little circles in the middle of the flowers are not stitched, and the eyeball isn't stitched. So this one has pretty orange flowers. I will set the orange aside. This one's blue. There's quite a lot not stitched on this one. Lots of the flower, a lot of the face and feet. Yeah. This one is done. This looks like chicory to me, maybe, except her feet. I don't know. This one, she's wearing a gray dress. This one's completely embroidered. There's no missing here. So gray dress and pink flowers. This is another strawberry one, but a different girl. There's some flowers missing. These flowers are missing. Now this time she stitched this with the dark blue thread and added little yellow. I was going to say antennae, but that's bugs. Lori, you wanted that gray one? I think this is a tulip. It's purple tulips and an orange tulip girl. Just checking. It looks like everything is completed on this one. Daffodils. Her eyes are not completed, but everything else is stitched. And she did a gorgeous job stitching. Yes, I did get the second strawberry in there for you. And the daffodil. What do you think these are? Maybe pansies? Maybe, I don't know. Or violets? Could be violets. And she looks complete. So if anybody watches this video in the replay, and I often do get people rewatch the video in replay and then email me later that they were interested in something, I have 5 of these left. Oh, Alice, you want the pansy, if it's pansies. Okay. If you're watching in replay, I have 4 left. Okay, now I have something really different, and there's 8 of these. So these are diamond in a quilt. So I have 8 of these, and if you are interested in vintage fabric, I will part with these for 2 apiece. Oh, you want those last 4? Okay. Anybody watching in replay? They don't have. There's none left. Okay, Charity, you want 2 of these. I know Charity likes her textiles. And they're all the same. They go from pink to well, pink again at the other end. But they can be cut apart or whatever. Joanne. I don't know. Now I do know I'm reaching backwards so that I can toss things behind me. That could be me. Oh no. Let me just make sure my microphone's plugged in. Well, hopefully whatever was going on is now fixed. Cover says it was July 1989. Oh no. Well, it's because we're all online. All right. I lost. Where were we? Okay, I'll talk really slow, like always. Joanne, I got you. And I think Charity, you want all of them. All right. They are yours. Next up, I have 2 pieces of ticking. Now this is, I don't know. It's folded. They're kind of more of a, like an upholstery weight rather than a cotton weight. And it's sort of this robin's egg blue color. So I have 2 pieces. They're just about the same size, I guess. All right. Kelly and Patricia. Oh, there you are. Okay, while we're in the mood for quilts, I have some chunks of quilt. I cut these from a cutter quilt. So there's some imperfections there. It's all hand stitched. I want to say they're probably about 15 by 15. Let me slow down a bit and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, Charity, I'm so sorry. Okay. These are about 15 by 15, and Kelly wants to Charity's in, Tracy and Joanne. This one has a little bit extra on there. This one doesn't look like it has a single tear. I do have oh, I'm so sorry everything's going for how frustrating. Yes, Kelly, I got one for you. And if anybody is watching this in replay, and I hope it's much better in replay, I have lots left. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 left. I have started a soft cover journal using this quilt. And I hope to get it done sometime in the next 5 years. Okay, Pam, I'll get you in there. Okay. Yes, you certainly can, and Joanne can too. And Cheryl. Okay. Now I've got some more quilt blocks here. And I'm going to do them like I did with the last ones. The last time I had a sale. So hang on, let me get organized here. I need some safety pins. Okay. I probably have 40 6x6 quilt squares. And they're sewn, but they're not quilted, so they're just pressed flat. I will start with one quilt square and offer it for $1. If nobody wants that for $1, I'll add a second one. And I will continue to add quilt blocks. I'll pin them together so I know that you're only paying $1 for them until somebody claims them. So that's 1 block, 2 blocks, and this is probably the worst time to do it when we're having issues with sound. Three blocks for $1? Oh no. I can't convince anybody. You will take 4. Okay. So I will pin these 4 together for you, Alice. I will type in the instructions. Okay. So I have one block here for $1. And I'll just wait a few seconds. So now I have 2 blocks for $1. Three blocks for $1. $4. That's true. All right, Alice. And you're getting the extra bonus of a vintage brass safety pin. Maybe we'll try another, something a little more colorful, maybe. So one for $1. Oh, okay. I had the top of my screen torn off. I was thinking you couldn't see it. Okay, let's add another block. There's 2 for $1. $3. What the heck is this? Oh, I just got I just got news that it's Andy Warhol's birthday. I'm thinking, Andy, I don't think you're celebrating any birthdays. Here's a log cabin block. 4 for $1. Well, instead of taking all this time, why don't I just go ahead and do 4 for $1? I'll lay down the next 4. That one's a bow tie. That one I don't know what it's called. Let me get all the purple in here. Okay. So these 4 all have purple fabric in them. Does anybody want these 4 for $1? Charity wants this set too. I'm just going to bring my light down a bit. It's kind of dark. Okay. These 4 all have the same red fabric in them. No takers on that one? All right. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Okay. Next up. I have a pair of vintage towels that have this applique on them. I have both of these for excuse me. Yes, I have lots of quilt blocks left. Okay, Charity, you want these towels? Somebody must have got these for a wedding gift 100 years ago. Well, no, not that long ago. And decided, oh, they're too nice to use. I have some fat quarters. And this is Thimbleberries brand. 1, 2. Yeah, see, that's Thimbleberries. 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 altogether. And it's all neutral shades. But it looks like a crazy quilt. So if you would like a fat quarter of this fabric, it's $2. Yeah, I have 6. Okay, Joanne. I was going to use this fabric in the journal that I just finished, the Chateau one. Tracy, Cheryl. But it was just getting too full, and the fabric does take up a lot of space when I use it as like the inside covers of journals. So all of these have the same embroidery. So Cheryl, I will get, I've got Carolyn in for one, and Cheryl, I'll give you the last two. Is that okay? So now I have this crocheted tablecloth. It's like a luncheon cloth size, and it has all these motifs here. Even the little ones you could cut out. Carolyn? Okay. Oh, that's a fib. It's not a tablecloth, it's a dresser scarf. And it has the embroidery at both ends, and it's hemmed with this yellow fabric. Charity. Okay, this time I've got a luncheon cloth, and it's embroidered and has appliqued, what do you call them? Water lilies on them, in each of the four corners. So a little stitch problem there, but Carolyn. The work that went into these, I'm telling you. Okay, next I have 3 embroidered napkins. There's 3 of them, and I will part with all 3 of them for $2, all one price. Joanne. So I have this sort of anonymous kind of, I don't know what to call it, whether it's a placemat or what. This is machine made. It has some embroidered vines there. And it's a linen. The fabric is linen. Cheryl. There's definitely a lot there you can cut apart. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be of any interest to anyone. You let me know. So this is, I think this is vintage. It's a linen tea towel with these printed, oh my gosh, the ones they sell you the bulbs at Christmas time. Anyway, they're beautiful red, and I thought these would be fun to fussy cut out and applique onto something. Amaryllis? Is it an amaryllis? I think it's an amaryllis. Yay! All right, Cheryl. What else have I got here? I have some lace. I believe there's 3 yards. It's, I mean, vintage, but it's not antique. I think there's 3 yards there. It's probably 2.5 inches, $1 a piece. Charity, you want to? Tracy. Yes, we are. Cheryl, I got you in for 2. Coots. I have 1 bag for $1. There's like 4 kinds of lace in here, if anybody wants to claim that. I got you in there, Tracy. I have 1 more. That's quite vintage. I forget what this is called. Not sure how much is there. Oh, a yard. Charity. Okay. Joanne, it looks like I missed you, but that's okay. I will put something together for you. For sure. Here's Joanne. And Charity, you want this one? And last but not least, this is also $1. It's sort of this cotton trim lace, has like woven flowers in it or something. There's probably a yard there. Pam? Now, I don't know if you're ready for this or not. That's it for the Looney Toony stuff. I have some books. If there's any interest in $5 books, not a lot, just, a dozen or so. If there's any interest, I will go grab them. All right, let me just grab them. So the first one is a book from 1954, Standard French. So it's a textbook. Next one is Spanish. 1944. You have this one? I love the color. The one thing I don't understand is why is there a thumb hole here? Unless, oh, it's the vocabulary. Duh. Okay, you want the, oh, and there's even pictures. Okay, Spanish for you, Tracy. Got another French one. It's got a wider spine. And 1949. So it's another text. It looks like there's some pictures in there. Oh, it's history. Joan of Arc, Napoleon, the Alps. Ugh. I've got this black one. It's called Collected Poems of Rupert Brooke with a Memoir, 1930. It says on the label. And there's Rupert. Isn't he handsome? And here's a newspaper clipping. On this day, the death of Mr. Rupert Brooke on April 26, 1915. Isn't that interesting? So 15 years before this was printed. So, oh, another picture. Oh, that's interesting. So that's him 2 years before he died. I wonder what he died of. I'll have to Google. So these are his poems. And the beginning was his memoirs, I guess. And there's another label there in the back. So this is a book by Somerset Studio called Signature. It's about art journaling. I have 6 Raggedy's. The copyright is 1924, but this was printed in 1960. Oh, look, another Matthews with 2 T's. Okay. So Carolyn, is there one in particular that you wanted? I'll let you choose first, Carolyn. That one, Wrinkled Knees. Okay. Charity, is there 2 you don't want? The Wonderful Witch, Raggedy Ann Stories, Raggedy Ann and Andy and the Nice Fat Policeman, Raggedy Andy Stories, and Raggedy Ann and the Golden Ring. So I'll let you pick which ones you want. You want the red, the green, and the golden ring. Okay. So that leaves me, Joanne, I'm sorry that red one's been chosen. I'll let Joanne have pick or pass of either of these. Okay, I'm guessing you're passing then. Cheryl, I'm sorry, Raggedy Andy's gone. Do you want either of these or will you pass? Okay. And Kelly, I'm thinking it was the Raggedy Andy one that you wanted, not this black one. Nobody has read these. Okay, I'll put these 2 aside. This one's called Introduction to Victorian Style. It's big. So that might be a problem as far as shipping. But if you're already getting a big package shipped, why not? So there's just lots of photographs of Victorian things. I don't know who that is. Might be Queen Victoria. Some printed things. Oh! Kelly, you wanted the one with the hot guy. Okay. Where did the hot guy go? Oh, I hid him under my bed. Oh, God. Where'd he go? Oh, this one. There he is. I found him. Okay, Kelly. Historical hottie. Okay, Alice, you want this one? There's a lot of fun stuff in here. Fans. This is all William Morris stuff. There's his wife, painted by a different man. Architecture. What's that? Oh, St. Paul's Cathedral. And then there's all of this Queen Victoria stuff. It's an interesting book. But definitely some stuff that is cuttable. So, Alice. There he is. You guys all need a cold shower and go to bed. This one is also Victorian, but it's got a Canadian theme. So it has art. The pages are matte, except the photos of art. But there's also engravings and drawings. The photos are matte. Who's that bald guy? Not hot, but bald. Lord Lucan. Oh, there's, what's her face? Charlotte Bronte. Alice, you're in. This one's called Souvenir Gifts from the Garden. And it has some really lovely wood cuts of little images. This text is gorgeous. And the photography. Like, look at that. That's beautiful. So far tonight we've been coots and hooligans. I've got you in here for this one, Charity. I'm just gonna flip through it, make everybody jealous because it's gorgeous. Look at that little chickadee. This is the kind of book I could look at all day. Oh, strawberries and blackberries and raspberries. Oh, look at the pumpkins. Or I guess there's some kind of a gourd, aren't they? Maybe not pumpkin. Acorns. Okay. There's that one. The last thing I'm going to share with you, I have some die cut sets that I have never used. I'm not sure why I ever thought I would use them. But they're brand new. I'll do the first one. What's it called? The first one is a small animation card. So it has a punch for a card, and then you pull something in and out and it does something, but it has all these happy and I love you and be you, XOXO. That's almost like a, what you call it, a Polaroid, but it has round it. Oh, here's the thing that you do something with. I don't know. It's all a mystery. Okay, Lori, we'll catch up with you soon. I loved your Scottish journal. I was watching it on TV, so I didn't get a chance to leave a comment. And this one, this is another animation die cut, but it's big. So it has these banner doobie things and some frames and a butterfly. Oh, and there's the butterfly, the stamp. You want this one, Patricia? Ugh. And the last one I have is a cuddle bug. And it has a folder, an embossing folder. I'm not sure if you can see what it looks like. Yeah, you can. I'm looking at it online. It looks like you can see that pretty good. And then it has sort of these lacy edges and a tag. What's it called? Ornamental iron. Carolyn, you want this one? Okay, that is going to be it for tonight. If you haven't yet emailed me your mailing address, please do that. Most of you, I do have your mailing address. Cheryl, I might not have yours. I'm not sure. I will do my darndest to get everything calculated within the next couple of days. So check your email for an invoice from PayPal. Now you don't have to pay through PayPal, but I'll send you the invoice and then we can make arrangements if you want to use e-transfer or if you want me to post a custom order on Etsy or whatever you want to use, whatever you're comfortable with. Tracy. Oh, Tracy, when is your daughter's wedding? Oh, maybe you've already jumped into the cold shower. The yellow one. Oh, yes, I did have it in your basket. September 13th. We're the next week. On the 20th. So I'll be hoping you'll send some photos so we can see what a great day it was. I'm hoping for good weather. We're actually having a double wedding. So Jordan's wedding is on the 20th, and then he's having his reception with over 200 guests on September 27th. The wedding is very, very small. Yeah, right. Except except mine was I'm trying, was it you that got no, it was Joanne that got the great deal on Temu. Yeah. But mine looks amazing, and it was $5 from the Mennonite Central Committee. Do you know what? I'm just going to toss that in charity basket anyway. All right. I'm calling it a night. It's time for me to hit the sheets and think about historical hotties. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Check your inbox. If you were late joining, please take another look. I do have more blank checks. If there's anything else you see, send me an email. And yeah, how many do you want, Pam? And then I'm shutting this down. They were 4 for $1, and I have one. I counted wrong. 1, 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me type that in. Yeah, it was fun. All you hooligans and coots. So Pam, shoot me a message. Let me know how many more checks you want, and I'll throw them in your basket. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon. 2 more for Pam. Okay. Bye-bye.